It's time for Down Home in the Tri-States with your host, Ron Jones. If it's farming, gardening, information, or just plain interesting, you can catch it all right here on Down Home in the Tri-States.
That's what can come out of these brush piles this time of year.
Good morning, how y'all doing? Glad to have you with us and Down Home in the Tri-States. We're on every Saturday morning at 5:30 right here on News 13 WNBB. Certainly do appreciate you watching this program and doing business with our sponsors. Tell them where you saw this advertisement, okay? I got a report on red tide. Had a lot of people asking me about red tide. There's general decrease in red tide in Bay County, but an increase in Gulf County. There's a medium concentration that was observed in Eastern Bay through Gulf County. So that's your red tide report there. Also want to remind you about the popular 24x36 pole barn kit at Surplus and Salvage. That's $21.99. Folks, you're not going to find a better deal, I guarantee you. Let's see, what else we got? I'm going to tell you. Oyster. Main Street Market. Got them Cedar Key oysters. They are salty, and y'all need to get up here and get you some, folks. My wife brought me a bag down here to the beach, and she forgot my knife in my glove. So what she did was, well, I went to Walmart on the beach out here, and I got me one. It's a mustad, and it's got a good rubber grip on it, and it's rounded. The blade's rounded. A lot of knives are pointed. You can't crack any kind of a shell fish with it. It's slippery, shiny, and everything. But this mustad, you have to look at it. It's kind of beveled, and it's got that rounded tip to it, not a point. And I'll tell you what, that's the closest that comes to mind that I've had since 1974. And so anyway, I kill them oysters. I tell you, 2 days I killed them. And well, my son, he ate some too. But I killed them things. We're gonna spend today's show with Pete Thompson and myself talking about some boats. I know y'all will enjoy it. Next week we're going to continue our series on the deadhead logging, and we hope you'll enjoy this with me and Pete talking about boats.
When I'm in need of septic tank service or installation, I use only the pros. I know that I can depend on A1 Septic Tank Service. If you need fast, reliable service, A1 Septic Tank Services will travel within a 100-mile radius. Listen, these folks know the business. They know what they're doing. They have the proper training and schooling. And if you're in need of a new septic system, give them a call. Or if you need repairs to a current system, give them a call. A1 is the one for trustworthy services. Anthony and Christy are hometown folks ready to serve you and treat you right. Give them a call today for more information. I use and I recommend A1 Septic Tank Services. Have you got water problems? Pump won't pump? Do you need answers and solutions, but you don't want the runaround and you want someone honest? Well, have no fear, folks. Do what I did. Call the man, Water Dan. Dan Dubose will take care of your problem.
Hello, folks. This is Water Dan. I work on submersible pumps, jet pumps, do repairs and upgrades, anything to do with an existing water well. I would appreciate it if you call.
Call the man, Water Dan. He'll take care of your water problems. 850-535-9308. 535-9308.
Folks, you know why people from Washington, Jackson, Holmes, Bay County, you know why they call Water Dan? Because Dan Dubose knows what he's doing.
It's not always bad news. Sometimes it's just a pressure switch or a start capacitor. I'm here to help. Stay right pumps, stainless pumps. They'll warranty that pump for 5 years against corrosion, abrasion, or lightning. I stand behind that warranty as far as honoring the pump. 90% of the time, it's something above ground. I'll be glad to answer the questions over the telephone.
Y'all give him a call.
You know, we've been telling you that Wyndham's Shoe Shop in Marianna is one of only a few Craftsman shoe repair shops in the Southeast. You've come to learn that Wyndham also sells only the best quality boots of all types and brand names. You've also learned that Dennis Creamer has been a shoe and boot repair expert for most of his life. You know, customers and viewers from all over the Panhandle have expressed many times just how much they appreciate Dennis Creamer and his wonderful staff. What we haven't told you is that Wyndham's also can repair many leather products, and they also have a large selection of men's and women's belts, women's purses, and a good selection of shoe, boot, and leather accessories, as as well as very nice belt buckles.
Also, a huge selection of boots, $59.99, or 2 pair for $100.
So I'll tell you what, y'all come on down and see Dennis, and he'll tell you all about it.
That's right.
He'll send you home with some shoes, I
We'll
guarantee
put some
you.
shoes on their feet.
Thank you, Dennis.
Check them out.
Wyndham Shoe Shop, across from the gazebo on Lafayette Street in Marianna, Florida. You can also enter on Market Street in the rear. Go see them. Wyndham's good Christian folks you can trust.
Folks, this is Pete Thompson. Y'all know Pete, and well, remember a few shows back, a couple of months ago, I showed you my boat that I had bought, and it was in pretty rough shape, and I was going to repaint it and do all this stuff, and I just flat ain't got time to do it. Now I'll tell you, Pete, let me back up a little bit. Pete, how old are you, Pete?
I'll be 78 years young.
78 years young.
I'm headed for 100,
I was
folks.
going to say, there's a hole around here somewhere we can dig. Or anyway, 78 years old. And one day, he probably won't mind me telling you this. One day, oh gosh, several months ago, Pete was pulling in his driveway, and he got out of his truck like he always does, and
Left the key.
he
left it running.
He left it running, and
the door open.
the door opened, the driver's door. Did you go around the back or around the front?
I got out of the left side and went around the back to the mailbox. I just had made the turn into the driveway.
Oh, he just made a turn in there, got out of the truck, left it running, left the door open, and he thought he put it in park, but you know, maybe he didn't, maybe it jumped out or something. Anyway, he walked around the back of the truck, and when he got almost to the mailbox, the truck started moving.
I was at the mailbox looking at the mail.
And it started moving
back.
And you said,
I
what
thought
the
I
heck?
seen things.
Yeah. So he run around, was going to try to jump in the truck, but he figured out he couldn't do that. And so what was you going to do? Try to stop it with your hands?
No, first of all, I got behind it, and it was idle speed. And I got behind it, and I figured, well, I can hold it, and I'll holler for help.
Uh-huh.
Well, idle speed, and here it is, and I start doing this, and I'm thinking, oh, golly, I got to do something else.
Uh-huh.
So I turned it loose and come around to this side, and I figured when it came by me, the door was open, but I forgot the door was open. Well, the door was open, and I said, I'd just grab the steering wheel, jump in, and turn the key off, and find out why it jumped out of gear.
Things don't always work out the way you plan, though, do they?
Not even close. So I'm standing here like this, waiting, and out of the corner of my eye, and I'm just about ready to go, and the door hits me and knocks me down. Knocks me right down beside the truck, and I thought immediately it's going to run over me. I mean, I was that close to the wheels, and here it comes. Well, I rolled around this way, and I got on my knees.
You prayed probably to start with.
I prayed a whole lot. And I got on my knees, and I couldn't get up because of this dang neuropathy. I just could not get up. And so I'm just on my knees, and it went by me. At least I was up to where I could push myself away from it.
Uh-huh.
But first I was laying down horizontal, and I got on my knees, and that thing just chugged along like this. And it took that turn, it's the way the driveway comes in.
Just backed out, then backed around.
Backed out.
That way, kind
Yeah.
of the driver's side, it backed around that way.
That's right. It started down the road, and I thought, oh, no, it's going to go all the way to the end of the road and get on the pavement or something, you know, and I thought, oh. And see right across where you can see that break in the wood and the trees, that's where the front tire went off. And the front tire went off, and she tilted. And finally, the back wheel went off. And so here it is. And I said, it's going to roll over on its top right in front of me. And it got down in the ditch, and it went like this, and the door actually is a jam, and it buckled that door right in half. But that's what kept it from turning over.
All the way back to the fender almost.
That's right.
And
so, well, go ahead.
Anyway, so to fast forward a little bit, luckily it all turned out okay. But Pete decided right then that
my driving days was
his
over.
driving days was over. It's time to throw the keys up on the wall or something. So he went, and the next day or so went and.
It was my birthday. I had to get a new license and get a new driver's license and a new tag sticker. I went down there to the thing in Lynn Haven and turned in my old license. They gave me a new license, and that was it. I didn't want to hurt myself, and God forbid if I'd hurt somebody else.
So what he did, he just quit driving.
Yeah.
He just quit driving, and the door was damaged, and we was gonna try to fix it. And you know, fast forward a little more. Pete's brother, Mike Thompson, and his son went out to Picking Pool, I believe, before they went, and they found an exact match door. It was red, and his truck's teal, but they found that door and put that door on. So fast forward a little bit more, they had it on the road for sale at Mike's house, and I asked Pete, I said, what Mike want for it, you know? And so he said, well, I don't know, you can talk to him. So fast forward a little more.
Well, I told Ronnie, I said, we'll sell it to you for $1,500.
$1,500, and that's what I gave him for it. It's a 1997. It's actually an antique. It's a '97 Ram 1500, and it's got a beautiful engine in it. And I did have to do a little work on it. I changed the water pump, and I changed the alternator on it. I flushed everything out real good and got the oil and all that stuff changed, and we got it all going. And it's just a sweet little old truck. But old Pete almost gets tears every time I pull up in his yard. He said he just likes to ride in it.
I get a good smile on my face, though.
Yeah.
I can't drive it, but I can sure ride shotgun.
Yeah, but anyway, so let's go on forward a little bit.
Let's go a little more. Go ahead.
So what we did here is, I tell you what, y'all watch this commercial break, folks, and y'all do business with our sponsors. That's what keeps this show on the air. And as long as you do that, we'll be able to bring this show to you. And we've done it for 22 years, okay? And we appreciate every one of you out there doing business with them. And be sure and tell them when you go there, Ron sent you, Ron Jones sent you. You know, tell them you saw the commercials on here, and that makes us all feel good. It makes us all happy, you know. If you go in there and buy stuff and don't tell them anything, you know, that's good for them, you know, but we'd like for you to know. They like to hear too. So, you know, y'all do that. Watch this. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Who's got it? We've got it. Doors, windows, carpet, vinyl, tile, vinyl plank, laminate. Who's got it? We've got it. Tubs, showers, vanities, toilets, paneling, plumbing, hardware, cabinets, countertops. Who's got it? We've got it. Air conditioners. Hey, that's cool. Metal roofing. Save on over 16 colors. Roll-up doors. The most popular barn kit, 24 by 36, big savings, only $21.99. The people's choice for over 45 years.
Surplus and salvage of Chipley.
Come see them.
Bow season is just ahead, and what better way to be prepared than to visit King's Outdoors in Chipley, Florida. King's has all of your bow hunting needs, bows, arrows, sights. For years, King's has been the outdoor hunting headquarters in Chipley, Florida and Northwest Florida. Folks, you need to get by King's Outdoors. They're located on Highway 77, that's Main Street in Chipley, Florida, right there at King's Discount Drugs. Check them out.
Here at King's Discount Drugstore, we'll work hard to earn your business and keep your business. Y'all come see us.
You know, I get asked a lot about Main Street Market and the quality of their inventory, and that's one of my favorite subjects. It's simple. I tell them Paul was raised up on a farm. His whole family was and still is farmers. Paul knows the value of fresh and local. Paul knows the value of supporting the Florida farmers and their families, unlike big box stores and grocery store chains. Now, some things may cost a little more at Main Street Market. You see, Paul only accepts the best and buys only for one for his market. I like advertisers where the money stays local, and that's why they advertise on our show. Thank you for supporting Main Street Market and all of our advertisers. Listen up, folks. Main Street Market's got your deer corn, got your wood furniture, a popular item, got your plot mix, three-way plot mix, Sand Mountain tomatoes, still got some of them coming in, pumpkins and decorations. I'll tell you about the oysters. They're good and salty, and all your best feeds, round and square bale hay. Folks, it's all at Main Street Market on the corner of Highway 77 and Highway 90 in Chipley, Florida. Welcome back, folks. Again, we're with Pete Thompson, and y'all know Pete from the show. He's a, I tell you what, if they did away with fishing somehow or another, I believe Pete he'd probably go down and get on his knees and dig his own grave and jump in it.
That'd be the end of it for me.
That'd be it, boy, because he loves to fish. So anyway, we'll tell you some more about that later. But on the truck again, real quick, I bought the truck, and like I said, it had a red door, so it's a teal colored truck with a red door. So I always tell people, if I'm coming to see somebody or going here or going there or something, I say, you look for me. I said, I'm the teal truck with a red door. You know, so and y'all can see it here. You know, it's but it runs perfect. You know, it runs good. So anyway, so what we did is Pete, since he can't drive, he lives here with his two babies, Bud and Tanner, and they love Uncle Ronnie because he always brings them a treat. Okay, yeah, I think everybody that comes over here brings them a treat. They just don't tell everybody, so they get 2 treats maybe in one day. But anyway, so Bud and Tanner. So Pete's here with Bud and Tanner, and no transportation to get in the car or truck and run out the store or whatever like he used to. So he's pretty much confined here. He's got I think about 3 people. That is me and our friend Cindy and his brother Mike.
And Cindy and Steve Lee.
And you know, if we try to coordinate things sometime and take Pete to go to the doctor and things like that, but he's had just signed up for that Bay Transportation, so, and he's going to get that, so they'll be able to come pick him up and take him to the doctor. That's good. So he'll definitely have somebody there, but we all try to pitch in and do what we can. But he gets bored.
Get cabin fever.
Cabin fever, big time. I'm talking about big time. But anyway, so what he kept telling me, Ronnie, he said, bring that boat down here, Ronnie, and he said, let me work on it, paint it and everything. I said, okay, Pete. And I just kept putting it off. Finally, he kept after me, and I threw it in the back of the truck. It fits perfect in there. I drove it down here. I went and bought the paint. But what we come up with, and Pete's idea, is that he wanted something to do. Okay, he needs something to do. So he's been working on this boat, and y'all can see there's a big difference between the before and after. So y'all saw that here's the before. And here's the after. Pete worked on this boat, and how many coats you put on the outside, on the top of that other coat?
On the top of that other coat, 3.
3 of the ducks. And then on the bottom, he put 2 coats of Flex Seal.
Yeah.
2 cans, $16 a can. But he had a little bit left in 1 can, but he put a good coat.
It's got 2 coats.
2 coats on the bottom, and just in case, that was just a factor, you know, because it had some places in it where it looked like somebody tried to shoot a snake or something. It's just like the buckshot out of a shell, but it didn't go through. So, but you know, just in case there ever was a problem with anything, we put that on the bottom. So that, and then he put how many coats inside?
Inside's got 2.
2, and then the primer. Okay, so
the primer and two coats.
Primer and 2 more coats. So
2 coats of the duck.
So y'all can see here what kind of work Pete did. He did a real good job on this. So he come up with this thing himself that if y'all have got, if anybody's got, I know a lot of you do, if you got he'd probably do fiberglass too, as long as it's a small boat.
It's got to be no bigger than 14 feet. And basically, this is 12, which is perfect.
This
14 is the max.
14. If you'll bring your boat, you can call Pete. It's this number right here. Bring your boat over, and with the supplies and everything,
That's right.
paintbrushes and all that,
the materials.
and the materials and everything, and just give him a couple of weeks, okay? Because he takes his time on it. He wants it to be right. So, and it rains a lot. That's why we got it under this tent here. So, and
I'll definitely call him when I'm finished with it.
He'll give you a call. So, and you said you do it for how much, Pete?
$100.
$100. Okay, hey, folks, you can't beat that. I guarantee
That's
if you
less
take
than $10 a foot.
Yeah, I guarantee if you take it to some boat place to have it painted and everything, you're gonna pay more than $100. I can guarantee you. You know, and on top of that, they're probably gonna try to sell you something to go with it.
Plus, I'm going to take a personal
interest.
pleasure, but a personal interest in order to do it right.
Yeah,
and if you come out here to pick it up and you don't, something is not exactly the way that you thought it would be or you want it, just tell me and it won't leave here until you're happy with what you got.
And I'm going to throw this in, if you don't mind. He'll give you a 10% discount if you take him fishing it when he get it finished.
Amen.
All right?
Amen.
He'll give you a 10% discount.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, so that's it with the boat. Y'all have seen it while we've been talking. So y'all watch this. We'll be right back. I'm going to tell you another boat story now that we're working on. So y'all watch this.
Dow, Tabitha, and Annabelle Morris at Easy Care Tree Service invite you to call for a free tree inspection. If you have trees, especially large trees, next to your home, a free tree inspection is something you need to take advantage of.
People just seem to forget about that there's problems standing in their yard. A high percentage of the trees that's being taken out now, especially white oaks and water oaks, they've hollowed out in the middle. Many cases, you cut them down, you're going to find that hollow in them.
What are your costs to get you to come over and just inspect a tree?
In our area, there's no cost to it.
Preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance, exactly.
Don't be sorry, be safe with a free tree inspection from Easy Care Tree Service.
You've heard the phrase, live the dream. Well, the dream has come true and right at your back door. Glass Stream Powerboats have come to Hartford, Alabama, and Joe's Motor Service is now the exclusive Dothan area dealer. Glass Stream builds every boat with the highest of standards, and they choose dealers that live, work, and sail by the same quality standard. When teamed with the quality and speed of Suzuki and Honda outboards, nothing can touch a Glass Stream Powerboat. See the line at Joe's Motor Service, home of the forever Rhino boat. Only now, bigger and better.
Before Pete got sick with his cancer and everything, and we both go to the same cancer doctor, believe it or not, but before he got sick with his cancer, Pete bought this boat right here. It's a 20-foot Robalo. He bought it, center console, had 115 mercury on it. I mean, Evinrude, nice center console, had a nice chrome steering wheel.
Bow
rail.
Tower.
Had a lean tower and everything. The whole thing was ready to go. He was just going to do a little work on the thing, paint the bottom and stuff like that. And he had it over to a friend's shop when he got sick. He'd been working on it. He got sick, and when he had to go to Birmingham and all and have his surgery and everything. So fast forward about 5 years, right?
At least
5 years. Pete and I went over. I said, Pete, let's take your truck that I've got now, that I'm driving, and let's go get your boat over there, and let's bring it home, and we'll get that thing ready to go, okay? Because we're going, and you're going to name it what? What you going to name it?
Oh, the name of that boat is One More Time Going By.
One More Time Going By. So hopefully it'll be several more times
That's
going
right.
by. But anyway.
We're going to get one more time anyway, we hope.
We went to get it. It was over in Springfield, and in the bad section of Springfield. And folks, you wouldn't believe everything. Criminals had come up there and stole everything off that boat, stripped it completely. Luckily, the motor was inside the guy's shop. They took the tower off, sold the tower. They took the bow rail off, sold the bow rail.
All the gauges in the console.
All the gauges in the console, beautiful console. The seats, they stripped it completely. I guess the only reason they didn't sell the boat because nobody wanted to buy it without anything on it like that. So it hurt, it hurt. But I said, Pete, Pete teared up, man. And I don't blame him, because he worked on that boat and everything. And that's a lot. That was a good boat. It still is. But we got to start from here and go forward. And that's what we're going to do. We got the little one ready to go now. And our goal now is to get started on this fiberglass boat and start doing things on it to get it ready to go. We hope to have it ready to go by spring. And we want to do some ling fishing.
If we can chase a ling just one more time.
One more time going by. So anyway, that's the way it sits right now. Y'all can see it. We've showed you some close-ups. If y'all by any chance have anything you'd like to donate to this project for this boat, I'm serious, any kind of seats or gauges or anything that would fit maybe a 20-foot boat. Doesn't have to be for a Robalo. We'll make it fit, okay? And we're going to jury rig it to make it fit. So if it won't fit. So anything y'all want to donate, y'all please call and we'll jump in the truck and jump in Pete's truck that I'm driving, and we'll come over and get it, okay? If we need a trailer, we'll bring a trailer, okay?
Hey, we might have to change the name if we're going something like that to One for All for One.
That's right. Yeah, and we'd gladly give you credit on the show for your donation and everything, but if you got stuff laying around, by all means, please want to donate, y'all please call and we'll jump in the truck and jump in Pete's truck that I'm driving, and we'll come over and get it, okay? If we need a trailer, we'll bring a trailer, okay?
Hey, we might have to change the name if we're going something like that to One for All for One.
That's right. Yeah, and we'd gladly give you credit on the show for your donation and everything, but if you got stuff laying around, by all means, please. And this keeps Pete busy. He loves it. He loves to get out here and he can do stuff. Otherwise, he's sitting in that house over there.
I'm a couch potato watching TV till I go blind.
And you know, you've heard the story many times about people that don't have nothing to do, and they sit on the sofa, watch TV and eat and do all that stuff, and boom, they're gone before you know it, you know. But Pete, he's likes to stay active, and he's a hard worker. He has to take breaks every day because he's got neuropathy like I do, and he's 78. I'm 71, and we don't get around like we used to. Okay, but
Ronnie's 71 years old, and I'm 78 years young.
Thanks a lot, Pete. Make me feel older now.
I just kind of threw that in there.
Yeah.
He's strong as an ox, I guarantee you.
But anyway, we have to keep going as long as we can, you know. And we're both having to keep this cancer in check, and
cannot give in to it.
Can't give in to it. You gotta give it all you got, you know. Like the doctor told me, he said we're gonna do everything we can for you. There's no cure. All we can do is treat it. He said there's gonna come a day when I'm gonna tell you, Ron, that there just ain't nothing else I can do. And I accepted that, and that's the way it is. Fortunately, he hadn't told me that yet, and he's kind of amazed at what condition I'm in now. I've been through chemo, and I'm on a drug called Devo now. Radiation. I had radiation, and I never once got sick while I was taking my chemo. I went from 175 to 200 pounds while I was taking chemo. Never got sick once, and even the nurses, they just can't believe it, you know. But I sit in there when I was taking my chemo and watch these people. I just feel so sorry for them, you know, that they get so sick, you know. And I'm thinking, man, if I get like that, I said, just let me come down here and get me, Lord, because I'm ready to go. You know, I'm ready to go anyway. But anyway, that's a whole nother story there. But anyway, Pete, I appreciate you sharing the show with me today.
Hey man, that's my pleasure all the time, son. You know that, boy.
Pete's a bopper like I'm a bopper.
Oh, son.
And we go to bopping.
We get started on that now, folks. That's a long movie there.
That's a long story.
That's a long story too.
He'll get out there and bop with the rest of them, and the rest of us.
I love it.
He loves it, man. He's loved it.
We got a reunion coming up next month. It's our 35th reunion of the Beach Bums. 35 years we've been gathering.
That's right.
And we played nothing but the old music that was at the hangout.
That's right.
I know some of y'all around, not maybe as old as we are or as young as we are, but you remember the hangout in the beach, and that was the best. That was the best. It's been nothing else, as far as I'm concerned, can even
nobody will ever experience
contend with that
era again. The stuff that went on.
Once in a lifetime experience, the best ever.
And his favorite song is Boogie Chillin'.
That's right. We was a bunch of chillin', and we were out there boogieing.
That's right. Thank you, Pete.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Ron.
y'all being with us, folks. Hey.